Hey guys, it's Mr. R. It's been a while since we've done an update video, so I figured I'd do one real quick and just kind of show you where we're at. So this time you get to see the Mustang without the cover on it, and here she is in all her glory. This summer we're gonna try to get this thing running as best as we can. I'm gonna get a view on the back here so you guys can see everything. I got the tail lights in. I need to check for power on the rear. I still need to install the bulbs and everything, so we should be good. We've got the 8-inch rear end right now. Okay, so now you guys are used to seeing this here. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna open up the hood and show you what we've updated. So since I've been away, I've had some time to tinker with it a little bit. I got a new alternator installed and wired up properly. I've got a battery and I've got a cutoff switch, and I've got everything all wired up. And I actually turned the key the other day. I didn't turn it over, but I turned the key to the on position to see what lights come on. And the parking lights actually work. Both the headlights came on. That one actually blew out, so I'm gonna have to replace the headlight. And then the wipers turned on, which was absolutely amazing. So that was really good to see. And then today, so something else new, I put a tachometer in there that I picked up from a swap meet. Still works and everything. I've installed some toggle switches, probably one for fuel pump, one for cooling. Possibly I might change it, not sure. But what I did today on top of all that was actually fix some wiring that I found down here. They were all twisted together, and so I crimped them all and tucked them all back up. I've also fixed the e-brake, the first primary cable that goes down. So on these, all you have to do is pull straight out with everything hooked up. And then when you're ready to push back in, all you have to do is twist down, push in, and it will reset on its own. And that's that. So the new cable is laying right there. I still have to hook up the rest and the speedometer cable as well. That's the e-brake cable there. That's the speedometer cable. Get that all setting in. So I do have a question for you guys though. What do you think? I have to run a hydraulic clutch because I have the long tube headers and collectors. They're gonna get in the way. Here, let me grab a flashlight. They're gonna get in the way of the potential mechanical linkage that goes there and hooks up to that clutch lever, okay? They're gonna get in the way. So I have to run hydraulic. The only problem I'm gonna run into is for the floor, I can't have anything too big in this area here, because if it's too big, the pedal's gonna sit forward too far. And it has to be a clutch mounted pedal, because I believe if I were to look up underneath, I don't think there's anything to mount it to. There's nothing to mount it to up here. There's a big giant fan in the way, or a ducting in the way, and cables and hoses and wires and everything. And the only other way to do it is to actually install a proper clutch pedal and have it be a mechanical linkage. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is install a floor mounted hydraulic pedal and then run the hose through that hole over there. Sorry, not that hole. I'll probably end up running it up there where the throttle actually goes through. That one right there. I'll just tuck it down underneath and then I'll work it that way. So that's probably what's gonna happen. So I found a cheaper kit online, and she's coming together, guys. She's almost done. She's almost ready to go. Once I get the clutch in, I will be able to fill up the crankcase with my break-in oil. Here's the break-in oil I'm gonna be using. I've got, I think, 5 quarts of it sitting back there. So I'll do that. I've got kind of a, right now I've just got kind of a cheap generic filter on it. And that's because with the break-in oil, after it runs for about 20-25 minutes at varying RPMs from 1500 to 2000 RPMs, you drain the oil. And then you put your fresh high zinc content oil in, which I've got a Canon filter, and I still have to buy the other good oil. And so this is the official update video. Oh, I also did buy a cooling fan from a buddy of mine, and I labeled the wiring, you know, positive and negative, and I do have the harness for it all, which is here. So I have yet to wire this up along with the fuel pump. So those are the things that are coming next. Again, the distributor box has been wired up. When I did turn on ignition, I didn't get power going to the coil positive right away. I wonder if it's because that box is waiting for a signal from the car to actually turn over. If you guys know, let me know, so I can better diagnose this. I think that's what's going on. That box is probably waiting for a signal from the car to then send signal to the coil. I'm assuming that's it. Also, I did order a new old school relay because I think that one's just old. I think it still works, but I'm just gonna get a new one anyway. I did get the voltage regulator replaced along with the alternator. So that's it. All that's really left is, after the clutch deal, is pulleys, a belt, fill this thing up with fluid, check all my other fluids, get the long tube headers installed, and I think we're gonna be golden. Well, not golden. Oh, I made sure this horn actually works, and it's not sending any power to this, so I'm gonna have to diagnose why it's not getting power out here, or at least push the button and see if the switch is bad, or so on and so forth. That's something for another day. But for right now, there she be. I'll zoom out there. There she is. Thanks, guys.